Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a monthly twin flame reading for the month of May. And I thought I would do this fun little mermaid theme today in recognition of a beautiful gift that I received from my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell. She created for me a beautiful mermaid orgonite. So it's this beautiful piece that you guys see in front of you. Unfortunately, on camera, it never does it justice or even in pictures, but there's so many beautiful things that are in here. We've got some turquoise in there, some aquamarine. I think we even have some ammonite, if I'm saying that correctly, some aventurine, also some aluminum pieces, some paua shells in there. I think that's how you say it. All kinds of glitter. I mean, it is freaking divine. So this is a beautiful energy device. So this for me has a lot of different properties in there that are going to be good for healing as well as just spiritual connection. So all these different pieces and little elements in there have specific meaning to the person that is connecting with the actual device. So on her site, her Etsy shop, I'll list that in the description box below. She's got all kinds of different organites, different sizes, things like that. So check her out if you guys haven't already. But she literally has made so many pieces for me, and I'm in love with everything that is created. So anyways, I just wanted to break out my mermaid decks and just have a little bit of fun. So I thought, what better way than to tap into some energies for the month of May 2019 for those of you out there that resonate with the twin flame journey. Okay, so I am going to be channeling today from the divine feminine's perspective. So we're really going to focus a lot, of course, on our own energy, but also on the masculine. So if you guys see me channeling this way where I'm talking from the feminine's perspective, that's just the way that I channel. It doesn't mean that divine masculines can't watch this video, but that's just the way I'm going to channel today. And I do say he or she when I use the words feminine or masculine, but just go ahead and apply those energies how it resonates with your situation. And as usual, not all messages will resonate with everyone that watches them, as this is a very general reading today. So I'm going to list all of the things that I'm using here as far as the cards in the description box below, and we're going to get started. Oh, and before I forget, this beautiful piece here, this shell, this was actually gifted to me by a beautiful soul named Brittany that brought this to the Permission to Be Powerful retreat. So if you're watching, Brittany, I absolutely love it, and it works perfectly with this little scene that you see here today. So beautiful. Anyways, let's get started, you guys. So let's go ahead and focus right now on the energy of the twin flame connection. Where is the energy of the twin flame connection right now? So let's focus on this particular card deck here. This is from Radley Valentine, is the Angel Tarot cards. I just love it because there's a lot of water in this deck, a lot of mermaids, and it's blue. It's very serene. So I just felt like it would really work well with the mermaid theme today. Oops, Peaches just knocked over some boxes. What a surprise. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put these over here. And then let's clarify with the Oracle of Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish. This has got to be one of my favorite oracles of all times. It's so beautiful, and for a mermaid oracle, I just love it. Doreen Virtue came out with the Mermaid Oracle. It was never my favorite. So when Lucy Cavendish came out with this one, I just was like, there's just no way I could ever go back to that deck. This one is amazing. All right, so I'm going to put these up here. Okay, so what does Spirit want you to know and understand in regards to your connection with your twin flame for the month of May? Overall energy of the connection. We have the King of Water. The King of Water is the King of Cups. We could be talking about a water sign individual, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Doesn't have to be though. But I'm going to go ahead and read the card to you. It says, open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. There could be somebody literally with those characteristics. That could be you, or that could be your twin flame. Okay. But since I am channeling from the feminine's perspective, I feel like this is the divine masculine making his appearance in this reading right now. Now, the masculine might be working on his emotions. He might be maturing in this way. It also says respected, trustworthy, cultured, compassionate, somebody who's really opening themselves up to an emotional experience. So if you're in separation with your masculine, this to me is key, that the masculine is working on his emotions throughout the month of May, really opening himself up to that softer side of himself, doing some maturing in that aspect. We also have charity work. Maybe this masculine is doing a lot of charity work in his environment. Whatever work he does, maybe he is opening himself up to, dedicating, certain work or whatever to the public for charity purposes. So let's get another message here. Wow, we also have divine sensuality. So the water energy is very emotional. It's very psychic, okay? It's very like receptive type of energy, psychic energy. I almost feel like the connection between the masculine and the feminine is that there may be some very like in separation kind of an energy where people are really, really connected to one another. People may really be thinking about their partner in a very loving, divine way. There might also be some very erotic energy as well, maybe some fantasies, maybe some sort of, 5D kind of, sexual encounters going on. But there's some kind of strong energy perhaps that the masculine has towards the feminine when it comes to the month of May. So let's go ahead and get another energy here. We have the sun, beautiful. The sun can represent the sign of Leo, but it does not have to. The sun is all about illumination. It's about things coming to life, things growing, positive changes, happy times. Let's go ahead and read it. It says happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. Overall, just people feeling really, really good about themselves, feeling like on top of the world. King of the world is what I'm just getting here. Kind of like that Titanic theme. And we also have endurance, keep going. So there's definitely an energy where people are moving ahead, moving forward in May, feeling good, feeling connected emotionally to themselves, perhaps even to their partner, to each other, and also feeling really happy and feeling really confident, feeling really positive. Things are going really well is what I'm getting for both the masculine and the feminine. So it's a really good month I see overall for the connection in May. But I feel like there's more of an energy of masculine, and I'll tell you why. We've got a king and we have the sun. The sun's energy is the masculine energy. But the water aspect tells me, and we also have these mermaids that are in water. They're just going with the flow. We have some fish here, which can be an indication of Pisces. That could be specific for some of you, but there's this energy here where whatever the feminine is doing, because I see the feminine here, wherever the feminine is, however she's feeling, wherever she's going, however she's going about her business, is actually helping the situation. Meaning she's just going with the flow. She's just moving ahead. She's doing her thing. She's succeeding. She's feeling good. She's feeling confident. And because she's in this energy, I almost feel like the masculine is recognizing it. Either he's recognizing it in the physical world or he's sensing it. He's feeling it on a psychic, intuitive level or on an energetic level. And so there's a lot of attraction that the masculine is feeling towards the feminine in the month of May. That's what I'm getting. There's an attraction here. There is a magnetism here that the masculine has towards the feminine. So why don't we get into some specific energies right now in regards to how the masculine feels towards the feminine. So why don't we just tap into some other energies and check it out. So we're going to go into the Tarot of the Mermaids now. And I'm going to go ahead and combine them with these cards right here, which is called the Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Jillian Kemp, okay? So it's a deck I don't use that often, but I thought, how could I not use it? It's a Mermaids and Dolphin deck with seashells. So I'm just going to go ahead and replace these, put these up here. Okay. All right, so how is the masculine specifically seeing the feminine? Okay, remember, feminines, this is really geared towards you, so we're not going to go into how you're seeing your masculine. You already know how you're feeling and seeing the masculine. That's where we're going to focus really on how the masculine is seeing you. How is he seeing you or thinking about you, processing information in his mind, thoughts that he is having, etc.? We have the Hanged Man really thinking about the divine feminine is what I am getting here. Because the Hanged Man, and just so you guys know, the Hanged Man is also connected to Neptune, which rules Pisces. So Pisces energy, for some reason, is coming through loud and clear in this reading. Now, it doesn't mean that if Pisces isn't you or your masculine, that it can't represent your situation. It's just a special significance. But their energy here is somebody is really, really becoming enlightened. They might be a little confused. They might also be a little puzzled, needing to take some time to figure something out, to see things from a different perspective is what I'm getting here, okay? So there's some sort of energy that's coming through loud and clear like that. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier here and see what this has to do with. Melusina, I don't know if I'm saying that right. The calm of patience brings a tranquil sea of protection. So the Hanged Man's energy is very tranquil. It's very calming, taking time to just really go within. The masculine could be doing a lot of meditation right now. Maybe the masculine is spiritual. Maybe the masculine, because he's more in his emotional energy, maybe he's taking time to really look at things from a more compassionate, deep perspective. So I really feel that he is thinking of the feminine for sure. This to me right here, this is a masculine, and then this is the feminine here. So, and do you see the feminine? She's got that moon's energy. So the moon is all about the feminine, receptive energy, even psychic energy. The moon also in tarot represents Pisces. So another Pisces card coming through again. But what's mentally going on for the masculine in the month of May is he's really in deep introspection and seeing things in a different way, in a different perspective, taking some time to really think about something. But he's doing it in a very calm and patient way. It's not a supercharged, impatient energy. It's taking his time, is what I'm seeing here. What's going on in the heart space, the emotions of the masculine in the month of May? Let's see. We have the Eight of Cups combined with the Pilot Whale. You are your own fate and control your own destiny. Wow. Okay, so this is very deep. The Eight of Cups is a card of not being satisfied and knowing that there's something greater out there for you. And it's literally destiny and fate are calling you. So this card really helps me to interpret that card very well. The Eight of Cups is a card traditionally of walking away, turning your back on a situation, but I don't see that at all with this card. What I'm seeing is that the masculine may be walking away from other situations because he feels in his heart space that his feminine is his fate and his destiny, the Pilot Whale. Okay? So a pilot obviously is somebody who is controlling. They are controlling that airplane. They are the pilot of their plane. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that that masculine is going in a direction that is geared towards something that's more highly ascended. It's something that is suited for him. It is something that is, it's just of a different vibration. I always see the Eight of Cups more of a card of somebody that's walking towards something that's better for them, walking away towards something that's like a unique situation. They're aiming higher. I got this in the last few readings that I did, that Depeche Mode song, Higher Love. The masculine's looking for a higher love. So if you've been in separation with your masculine feminines, I really feel that the masculine has gone through some sort of spiritual awakening with that Hanged Man's energy there, a spiritual awakening. And because of that, certain things that he has involved himself in has not suited him. He's had to find out, though, on his own that either the grass wasn't greener on the other side or what he has in front of him is still not what he's looking for. He's still aiming higher. So he knows that he's in control of his own fate and his own destiny. And I feel that in his heart space, he knows that his feminine is a part of his fate and destiny. But it's his choice whether or not he is going to go towards her or not. Is he going to turn his back on this, or is he going to go towards it? Is he going to have to leave something behind? Is he going to have to move past something? What is he going to do? Is he going to elevate his mind? It's another song. So yeah, there's definitely an energy here where the masculine is wanting to level up and seek something that is more in alignment with his fate and his destiny, and it's connected to his feminine. Wow. What's going on in the physical world, physical space? We have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like the masculine right now has choices. This is totally connected. The masculine right now has a lot of things in front of him. He does. He's got a lot of different things. Maybe he's got opportunities to make money. Maybe he has a lot of people in front of him that, want to hang out, have a good time. But again, it's just going to be the same crap that it always is. He's not going to be able to deeply connect with any of these people. Maybe the masculine has been in superficial situations for a long time now, and it's just not doing it for him anymore. So his heart is calling him in another direction, away from all of these things that are made up of the material world, all of these things that aren't going to offer any long-term deep happiness. It's not going to sustain the masculine anymore. The money, the fame, the glitter, the fortune, the beauty, the outer beauty is what I'm saying. None of that crap is going to sustain the masculine anymore. And these are the lessons that he has had to learn by being in separation, perhaps, with his feminine. So because of this, the choice that he makes is to walk away from all of the Seven of Cups crap that's no longer serving him. So that's literally what's happening in the outside world right now, in the masculine's environment, is all of these other things that may tempt him, may test him. He may continue to go down certain roads, but eventually in his heart he knows that he's going to have to turn his back on all of that meaningless crap and go towards a higher love, and that is connected to the feminine. King Poseidon, expecting the best of yourself brings out great things in you. This right here, it's like you are the king of your own kingdom. You are what is going to create all of these things, not out there. So this to me is an energy of ego. The masculine may have been trapped for a period of time of thinking that his happiness is outside of him. His happiness is actually within him, number one. And that's why that number one is there, King Poseidon. The king of the sea, the king of water that just came up at the very beginning of this reading that described the masculine. The masculine is finally in this energy here, in a sea of emotion, of a sea, like the depths of his soul. He's finally swimming in it. He's finally experiencing it. This outer crap of the material world, it's just fading. It's just losing its luster. It's losing its glamour. All that material crap is just crap at the end of the day. It's just, there's no substance there. The masculine may be looking for substance now. And I'm getting that he knows that it's connected to the feminine. The feminine, and it doesn't mean that he's relying on her to bring him that happiness. But he is seeing things from a new perspective, or at least is starting to see things from a new perspective. And what he experienced perhaps with her before, he realizes that he was just focused on the wrong things. He was focused on the outer crap. He was focused in other cups. And because of that, he lost his way. But I feel like the masculine is making his way back to himself. He's doing the work. He's finally choosing himself. He's finally choosing either a spiritual path that is helping him to see things in a new way. Amazing. What's the spiritual energy with the masculine that he feels towards the feminine? See, the Lovers. He feels the spiritual connection now. Maybe he didn't before. Maybe he couldn't see it because he was so tied up in all the glitter of the outside world. Things that really ended up falling short after he experienced them. But he had to experience them to get to where he's at right now. So the Lover's energy, it's like I feel like the masculine is ready for a divine love. He's ready for a higher love. It's just what I keep getting. The water nymph, the first step to wisdom is understanding. He understands that his feminine is the one that he wants to be with. I know that sounds like a fairy tale. I swear, I've said that on almost every single one of my readings lately, because it seems to come up in this energy. It seems to come up with, like a lot of people are like, yeah, right, maybe you're not ready to accept that your masculine is in this energy. So you got to think about that. There might be some sort of an energy perhaps that you're preventing because you don't believe it, that this could be the case, that your masculine really is doing a turnaround. He is really starting to see things in a whole new perspective and a whole new light. He sees you as the water nymph. So to me, look at this beautiful halo. He sees you as the one. Do you see that? The one he wants to be with. So spiritually, he feels this connection. There's also these lotuses here. There's another fish. There could be a connection perhaps to, like the lotus flower, some sort of spiritual, path, some sort of energy, maybe some Eastern kind of philosophy or something. I don't know. There's some kind of ascension, spiritual work that the masculine, I feel, is tapped into right now that's helping him to see things in a new perspective and in a new light. How beautiful is that? So with this, why don't we go ahead and take a look and see what Spirit's advice is when it comes to this connection, okay? What does Spirit want you to understand and know, Divine Feminines, when it comes to what you're supposed to do? Okay, great. You got all that mess, or all these messages, all this energy. Great. What do you do now? Well, let's see. What do you do with that? What do you do with all that now? You keep taking care of you. That's what I wanted to say. But I'm like, I'm not going to jump the gun and start talking over Spirit and telling you what I think. But you still got to choose yourself at the end of the day. You still got to work on you. You still got to love you. So a lot of people can sometimes get taken off of their path of, taking care of themselves because they get that little glimmer of hope that someone's coming back. Somebody's thinking about them. My twin flame, they're coming back. You still got to take care of you. You still got to work on your own boundaries and your own respect. Respect yourself. You're the best judge of what's right. Okay? You still got to make decisions that are best for you in your life. So at the end of the day, let's just say some of you are like, that's great. That's great that my masculine is having all these epiphanies and all of these different things. But does that make it okay with what happened? Am I going to be okay when my masculine, or if my masculine comes back? Am I ready? Do I feel like I'm ready for this? Do I even want it back? There's some questions that the feminine may have for herself that she does really need to sit down and think what's best for her. Is this connection best for you right now? Are you ready for it? Do you want it? Do you not want it? You're still in control of your own free will in your own life. So just because somebody comes back as in our twin flame doesn't mean that we are nailed to have to do something just because our twin flame comes back, just because they're ready. Maybe we're not ready now, okay? We have rest. Rest and relax, release guilt, and make your needs a top priority. Again, you guys, this is a card of self-care. So this is beautiful to know that the masculine has gone through these changes, is feeling much more in his spiritual and emotional power now, that he's doing better, that he's maturing, that he's growing. But at the same time, you still need to take care of you. You still need to do you. We have choice. Reconsider a commitment. You have the right to change your mind. Oh my God, what did I just say? At the end of the day, Divine Feminine, you still have the right to make the choice that's best for you. Remember, this connection does not define you. It does not define your life. It's not the only thing that matters in your life, even though some people can really get caught up on the twin flame journey and make it everything. It's not everything. You still have your own life to live. You still have your own gifts. You still have your own path. You still have your own mission. It's not just about your masculine. So make sure that you work on yourself enough to know what the best thing is for you. Just because the masculine is doing better and is in this energy towards this ascension process within his own self, it might not mean that he is 100% ready to come back together and have a commitment. So just relax is what Spirit's saying. Still focus on you. Take time for you. Make some choices that are best for you right now. Okay? So now that we know, let's just kind of review here. Now that we know that the masculine is definitely in this energy where he is much more open emotionally, okay? We also see that the feminine is really in some positive energy herself. But the way that the masculine is right now, he's really heavily thinking about the feminine and about this connection. And he does realize throughout all of his experiences that he needs to walk away from his old way of being and his old life and the old choices that he has made. And that the feminine is somebody who he really, really values or would really value as a partner. He feels called by destiny and fate to go towards this connection. But it doesn't mean he will, and it doesn't mean he's going to anytime soon. He's feeling this way, Divine Feminines. So I feel that's why Spirit's telling you, awesome, this is fantastic, but you still got to take care of yourself. And you still have the right to say, I don't want this, or I'm not ready. Everybody has free will. Some may disagree. That's fine. Just keep it to yourselves. So let's go ahead now and let's see what the possibility of the masculine's energy may be towards this feminine. What's the possibility that things may shift and change? Let's see the energies towards the the next few months, okay? Well, what can we experience the next few months? And as a matter of fact, what we're going to do is we are going to take some of the elements and we're going to apply them to the season. So if there's a specific timing or some kind of specific energy that's coming through, we'll be sure to explore that. But what are some possible future energies that the masculine may display towards the feminine in the upcoming months or seasons? All right, so we have the Balance card, which is the Temperances card, which is represented by the sign of Sagittarius. Could be specific for some of you. Sagittarius season would be November and December. So this could be a significator that possibly there may be some sort of energy around that time, something specific. But the Temperances energy is all about taking time, not rushing. I don't sense that this masculine is really charging ahead or is about ready to make some sort of crazy move or action. But right when I said that, we have a wave of power. So this wave of power, what I'm picking up on is that the masculine cannot ignore it. There is a surge of power, an upswing in energy, and an exhilarating movement that the masculine is feeling. And I'm getting that he's feeling it from his feminine. The feminine is doing really well. So that's just a reminder to you feminines to continue to work on yourself, continue to really step into your power and just continue to move towards your mission, whether you're with your masculine or not. That kind of energy exudes that power. It's literally radiating off of you. It's vibrating off of your being. And because you're energetically connected to your masculine, he is feeling it. So while he's in that energy of just kind of taking his time and really taking some time to reflect and marinate and think about what he wants to do, you're in this energy of just like almost magnetically pulling him in your direction. Now, you're not doing that in a purposeful way. You're not doing it for that reason. But just you being in your power is literally creating this wave. And waves affect everything. If you're on a beach, that wave, is just like a tumbling effect and carries on throughout. So this is very powerful. So your wave of power, whatever energy you're in, does affect the masculine. So this is saying the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, waiting for perfect timing. So the masculine is still waiting for the correct time, but your power is definitely beckoning him to make a move quicker than maybe he is planning to. So I feel like you almost interrupt that process because you're doing really well. Okay? We have the moon. So I have another card that represents Pisces. So the moon can also represent the sign of Cancer as well, because moon rules Cancer. So definitely like water in this reading here, and fire. We got Leo, Sagittarius, we got water signs, and Pisces several times, and now Pisces or Cancer. Moon is an energy here of psychic insight. Now I did get the energy at the very beginning of this reading that this masculine is really in his emotions, could even be dreaming about the feminine, okay, with this divine sensuality, you know, thinking about her, having some sort of psychic connection or thoughts of the feminine. So I really feel that, and especially with the energy of the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is about also visions as well, and seeing things from a different perspective, like a higher spiritual perspective. So the moon is very spiritual to me. Archangel Haniel is also an energy of romance. So there's some kind of a psychic insight is what this card says. It also says events behind the scenes. So there's some kind of an energy here where you're unaware of how the masculine is feeling feminine. He's not revealing everything. So again, he's in this energy of, you know, keeping things to himself and being very calm about it. And you're really having to almost read between the lines because he's not being forthcoming about what he's thinking or what he's feeling. So it's very much a mystery. It's very, I don't know, it's very bewildering or dazzling to you. It's like a mystery. The Selkie in her skin, exactly. You reclaiming your authenticity. You being comfortable in your own skin, you being in this energy of empowerment, I'm telling you here, regardless of what the masculine, it's like the masculine is really controlled. The masculine feels like he's calm and is going to go about the situation a certain way. And here you are all up in your just like, I'm a, you know, like energy of hear me roar. You're just really in this wave of power. I mean, we did see it in the very beginning too, where the masculine's here calm, right? And then here's the feminine, sun, you know, just powerhouse. It's almost like the masculine has gone to the feminine's energy and the feminine has gone to the masculine's energy. So you guys are switching roles in some sort of way when it comes to the connection. So what is the masculine's most likely move towards the feminine? It could be a moon in Sagittarius. I'm just going to say that because of the way that these cards are coming through. Moon in Sagittarius. Don't even know when that is. Maybe it's during a sign of Sagittarius. Sorry, guys. I'm really terrible at this. But there's also an energy. We have 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. 1 plus 8 is 9. So there could be something specific about 5 and 9. But, you know, between 5 to 9, you know, days, months, weeks, something like that. 5th month, which would be May, or 9th month, which would be September. So that could be significant as well. But as far as timing is concerned, I'm just getting more of the energy that the masculine is in calm energy and the feminine is in a very empowered powerhouse kind of energy. And that is kind of disrupting, in a positive way, the masculine's ability to contain his actions towards the feminine. We have the wheel, all major arcana. This just tells me this is definitely powerful energy, and the universe has something to do with it as well. The wheel is all about destiny. So this is a time of positive change, a situation that suddenly moves forward, and fortune is on your side. The 10th month, I just want you guys to know that the wheel is ruled by Jupiter, which also signifies, I don't know why I can't talk, the sign of Sagittarius. So a lot of energy about perhaps timing could be those months, or it could be that there's a Sagittarius or Sagittarian energy here. But again, doesn't have to be. So let's, I just feel like after this very calm energy of the Temperance and then Moon, and then bam, there's some sort of activity here. So the mirror, it's kind of like looking in a mirror, seeing the reflection, seeing something suddenly appear. Something is very clear in that mirror. I know what I want. I know what I'm doing. This is kind of cool. I don't really know what that is. It's like this circle, and then you see Archangel Michael there. I mean, that it's almost like there's a mirror there in a way, like you're looking and peering into a mirror. So that could be something significant as well. But it says the mirror, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. I feel like the masculine figures something out, sees something. Finally, something becomes very clear. He's no longer in this energy where he's taking his time and he's needing to figure it out. So I feel like something starts to move. I really feel this is towards the end of the year. And the reason that I say that is because these energies of Sagittarius and then the 10th, 9th, 10th month, that's all towards the end of the year. So it could even be October is significant for whatever reason. But it doesn't really matter because I just see that the energies of the masculine are shifting and changing as the feminine continues to be in her power. She continues to just take care of herself. She continues to be the ultimate, like, divine feminine, but also being the powerhouse of the divine masculine. So she's literally in both energies, and it's very powerful. It's very magnetic is what I'm seeing for the masculine. So why don't we wrap up this reading? And I just want to continue to use these cards just because I'm feeling it. Why don't we go ahead and wrap up the reading and see what the masculine wants to say to the feminine? What are some words that the masculine wants to convey right now to the feminine for whatever reason having to do with anything? The Three of Water. So it says a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, or a birth announcement, the need to have more fun. So there could literally be some sort of an energy of wanting to have fun with you. The Three of Cups is also a card of reunion. I want to come together. I want to have fun together. I want to be together. There could be something significant around any of these things: weddings, graduations, births, celebrations, parties. Whatever this is, the masculine is telling you something very positive here. And we have time out. So I'm getting that after this period of separation, after this period of time out, he has become aware. He has spent time alone. He is alone is what I'm getting. And even if he is with a karmic partner right now, I'm seeing here that he feels alone. He's taken time out. I'm also getting from the masculine that he is telling you that I have changed. I'm not this person that you remember me. I'm not this person that needs all this outside stimulation. I've gotten it out of my system. I don't desire to be single, or I don't desire to be, in this very casual energy of the Three of Cups. I want to have a Two of Cups. I want to be in the energy of reconnecting. I don't want to be in this party energy anymore. I don't want to be in this non-serious energy anymore. He's become aware of something. That's why it says awareness. He's been alone long enough to know what it is that he wants. And it's like he doesn't want this Three of Cups with other people. He doesn't want meaningless connections. He doesn't want casual connections. He wants a deep connection. And that's where you come in, feminine. What else does he want you to know and understand? Wow, Two of Air. But he's having a really difficult time making this decision to come towards you. So he's struggling here. So what he's also saying, that as much as he would like to come towards you and reconnect with you and have this reunion, he's taking this time out to contemplate this decision because he feels stuck for whatever reason. It's almost like it's easier to kind of put it out of his mind because it might be too intense. So it's just easier to dream about you, Divine Feminine. It's just easier to be in the state of separation is what I'm picking up on. It's easier for you or for him to keep you in that dream state. It's safer for him. It's safer for him to keep you a fantasy, to keep you not in his reality. I mean, I know that doesn't make any sense, but he feels safer being in a dream state with you rather than being in reality with you, because there may be some kind of issue between the two of you from the past that is causing him to be, I don't know, to be afraid to come towards you or to make some wrongs right from before. So he might just feel safer in this energy of the non-physical. What else? Yeah, look at that. The Emperor. This is the masculine's energy, wanting to take control. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. Rescue, escape from activity and restriction. It's like he wants to come back and he wants to rescue you. But what I'm getting is that he's telling you, my soul has been in this cage with our connection and what may have transpired between the two of us, whatever I've done. If I've hurt you in some sort of way, I've caged myself. In hurting you, I actually caged myself. If you think that I let you go and I was free, I wasn't. His soul was never free from the Divine Feminine. He always held a piece of her, even if he escaped, even if he left her, even if he ghosted her, even if he hurt her. His soul was always tied to her. And it's like he had to grow up in order to realize how much he may have hurt the feminine, or how he needs to be that emperor, that king, in order to save her. And I'm not trying to be like he needs to save her, but it's literally like a metaphor. Like he is looking to do the right thing now, but he is having a hard time. He's still not that king just yet. Wants to be, but he's still trying to grow into that king. So he needs some time, is what I'm getting here, is what he's telling you, Divine Feminines. He needs some time. He'd love more than anything to basically have this friendliness with you again and have this good time with you again. But there's something that's causing him to stay away. And he's having a hard time, trying to basically, come back with you. So what is that about? What is this cage about? Yep, Four of Cups. I'm getting he rejected you. He missed out on this opportunity with you. His eyes were not open to this opportunity before. It's only now that he has grown. It's only now that he has ascended, that he has seen things from a different perspective, that he is aware of the connection now. He was not aware of the connection before. He missed his opportunity, but now he's realizing that he was never able to let you go. So he wants to make good on this opportunity now. But again, it's like there's so much water under the bridge, he doesn't even know how to come back. Look at that. He wants to be honest and authentic and genuine and present. What I'm getting is that he's not going to come back unless he knows 100% that he's ready. He may not be ready 100% right now, and he knows it. So if he's not ready, he's not going to waste your time. So I feel like you're really dealing with the masculine that wants to do things right this time. So if he's not coming back right now, Divine Feminines, don't push it. Let it marinate. Let it flower. Let him flower. Let him grow. And you continue to do the same. And as you continue to do better, and as you continue to just take care of yourself and live your best life, I'm getting here that your masculine is energetically being drawn to want to continuously improve himself and do the same thing. So I feel like this masculine is really connected to you, Divine Feminine. But there is some hesitation because either A, he's not 100% ready, or B, he missed his opportunity long ago and doesn't know if you would even be open. And that's not going to resonate for everybody, because some of you might say, well, he knows that I want him back. He's just making the decision to stay away. Then that doesn't apply to those people. But if you have not spoken to your masculine, he may not know that you feel this way towards him. And so he might look at this as he missed an opportunity with you long ago and that he screwed things up and he doesn't know how to come back and make these wrongs right. So this timeout feels safe to him. This dream world, this fantasy of you is safer for him right now, is what I'm getting here. So let's end the reading with some closing words from Spirit. Okay, what does Spirit want to leave you with? Close up this reading with. Some advice. Reflect So just take the time to reflect, keep your eyes open. Joy lives in small places. So don't shut out other experiences. Don't shut out other opportunities for joy and growth. Don't shut out other opportunities to live your life. Don't put your life on hold for your masculine. You need to still move on, carry on. Keep doing you, keep living your life. Take this time to reflect. Allow your masculine to do the same. Look at that. And I was just going to put this down and look at it. It says wait. So wait, it says honor your resistance. Honor your masculine's resistance. Okay? Some of you might be thinking to yourself, you know, this means that he doesn't care because he's not coming towards me, because he hasn't reached out, because he hasn't made these wrongs right. Sometimes no action is the best action of all. The timing is not right. It's not saying for you to wait and put your life on hold, but just wait and see what happens. Might pleasantly surprise you. This masculine might pleasantly surprise you at a later time. But right now, this silence, for some reason, is golden, is what I'm seeing. Take this time to reflect. There's something magical. There's something beautiful about this time and space of silence. Take it in, experience it, you know? So anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much for choosing to watch it. If you did, hopefully it resonated. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.